Hi, I'm Josh Palma, and I'm here at the Mastercraft factory in Von Orr, Tennessee. We're going to head out on this XT25 and show you how to progress your wake surfing by learning to ride backside and switch. So first, let's start by reviewing all the stance options you have when you're out there wake surfing. And to keep it simple, I'm going to move in order of difficulty, so kind of how you would progress through trying these different stances and positions relative to the boat. First, you'll start with your regular foot forward, your dominant foot. For me, I am regular stance, so I will be left foot forward, and you're gonna wanna face the wave, which is front side. So that would be regular front side. Now, the next stance you'll want to explore, left foot forward, but I would have my back to the wave. So still regular, but now I'm what we call backside. The next progression, I'm gonna put my right foot forward, meaning I'm riding switch. Right foot forward, facing the wave. And then the last progression would be surfing switch backside. So I'm still gonna have that right foot forward, and I would have my back to the wave, which would mean I'm gonna move back to the port side of the boat. Let's dive into learning to wake surf switch. Now keep in mind, this is very much like learning to surf for the first time again. So when you're getting up, you're gonna have the board flipped in the opposite direction. So for me, I typically have the nose of the board pointing to the left, and I head out to the port side of the boat. When I'm surfing switch, I leave the nose of the board pointing to the right, because now I'll be surfing on the driver or starboard side of the boat. And again, the reason you're gonna start that way is because you wanna be facing the wave. Switch front side is much easier than switch backside, so we'll wanna start there. Just like you were learning when you did your dominant foot forward, don't be in a rush to drop the rope. Keep the rope with you, carve around. It's going to feel very awkward at first, getting into the rhythm of those heel and toe carves. And I can assure you that if you do a few sets with the rope, kind of trying to just play with the sweet spot a little bit, your switch surfing will progress very quickly. Now, the primary difference that you want to keep in mind when you switch from surfing front side to backside is where you kind of position your weight relative to the edge of the board. So when you're front side, we talked about this in a previous video, you really want to stay tucked into that bottom part of the wave. That's where a lot of the power is. In order to do that, you have to really lean over your toes. You're going to do the opposite when you're surfing backside. So when the wave is behind you, in order to stay tucked into that bottom, kind of that home base, that sweet spot, you're going to leave pressure over your heels. Like we mentioned before, your gas and your brake, front foot to back foot, remains the same. Keep that rope with you and really experiment with that heel pressure and where that front foot is placed. Again, you can slide it slightly to the heel side edge to kind of help you stay tucked into the wave. And then you're going to combine that new stance, that new pressure in terms of where the pressure is relative to the edge of the board. You're going to combine that with that gas and brake and just try to maintain that slack in the line while staying with some pressure over your front foot and on your heels. That's kind of where most people are generally going to find neutral when they're surfing backside. Once you're comfortable riding regular backside and switch front side, give yourself the ultimate challenge, which would be switch, so your non-dominant foot forward, and backside, your back to the wave. It's going to feel extremely awkward, but it's a great challenge, super fun. And keep in mind, all these different positions, they really set the soil and create the foundation for you to progress into advanced level wake surf tricks. And in an upcoming video with Austin Keene, we're going to teach you just that. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to contact us via direct message on any of our social platforms. Thank you so much for being part of the Mastercraft family.